What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Engineers Without Filters podcast. We're on episode 20. I'm your host, Jacob Thompson. Tonight, I'm drinking a flat bush beer. It froze, then it unfroze, and it's just, our carbonation's gone. I got like 5 left, and I just got to get through them.
That's rough.
It's bad.
And I'm Joseph, and I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I've got a nice piping hot cup of chamomile tea.
Oof.
That my parents got me from Germany. So it's some good ass tea.
It's bougie. I am Gabe Tellman, and I'm rocking the Two Hearted Ale from Bell's, the classic.
And I'm Dayton. I'm drinking BlackRock's 51K IPA.
Some good stuff.
Yeah.
If you're out there, don't forget to share the podcast. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, iTunes. Just look up Engineers Without Filters podcast. You'll probably find us. If you don't, it's our fault. Let's get into the first topic, which I'll say is a mini topic, all right? It's not really a huge thing. But I want to talk about Netflix and what we've been watching recently, all right? Last night, we all gathered around the TV. We watched a little movie called Lethal Weapon 2, all right? If you're not familiar, the Lethal Weapon series is a fantastic series of movies, Joseph, back in the 80s.
Good old 80s buddy cop movies.
You got Mel Gibson and you got Danny Glover. Name a more iconic duo, Gabe, all right?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Now, last year, sometime last year, I watched the first 2 movies, and I'm like, these are fucking great. And I told you guys, you're like, yeah, whatever, all right? And then we watched the first one as a house a few weeks ago, and Gabe, tell me, what were your thoughts on Lethal Weapon 1?
It is ridiculous in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Like, everything, this is from an 80s movie, so we're going to talk about the ending.
Yeah.
It's going to happen regardless. At the end, they can clearly just shoot the bad guy, but it boils down to him taking off his shirt and fighting him in the rain while his whole entire cop force watches him, or police force watches
the entire police force.
And they're just like, no, let him fight. And then he gets his ass kicked. And it's like...
Yeah, Gary Busey and Mel Gibson fight shirtless in the rain for no goddamn reason.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson wins, so they go to arrest him, and then the bad guy goes for the gun, so they shoot him anyway.
Yeah.
It was completely pointless.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious.
And then, when they first introduce Mel Gibson's character, he does that, dodge roll thing where he, shoots 6 times while he's, pencil rolling. And it just looks
And all 6 shots hit,
yeah,
too.
He kills the people.
Hey, he's a lethal weapon, all right? He cannot be stopped.
Yeah.
But then last night, we watched Lethal Weapon 2. And what I also talk about is Dayton. You don't watch movies.
No.
But you stuck around for this.
Yeah.
Well, why was that?
It was
drinking.
Yeah, I was drinking and it was absurd. The only 2 reasons. I find it easier to sit around when I'm drinking.
Yeah.
So.
But it's also, a great movie. You know what I'm saying? It's a good popcorn flick.
Yeah.
A movie's good when there's a female character whose only purpose is to fuck the main character and then die to give him motivation to kill everyone at the end.
Yeah.
Because that's all she did.
Yeah, it was pretty clear, the first shot, they're gonna fuck.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen.
That's the most one-dimensional.
They literally fuck from, daylight until the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Until 2 helicopters come and interrupt them.
Yeah. And they
weren't going to stop. Is the
yeah.
The bullets stopped them. There is no...
I think it's funny because, that Lethal Weapon 2 deals with, the bad guys are South African. And they're, very, anti-black, so it's during apartheid and stuff. So they're dealing with, this heavy kind of racial issue. At the same time, just disrespecting women left and right. It's gonna be
yeah.
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Women are only used for sex.
Yeah. So, but it's
there was one woman cop. She blew up.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
When she went on the diving board.
That thick girl.
Yeah, many people die in this movie. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they had to send the cops a message. Not to mess with the...
Well, and then fucking at the end, Mel Gibson and Danny Glover go into the bad guy's base with no backup and just murder everybody. The bad guys have diplomatic immunity, so this is against the law, and they just go fucking murder everyone.
Hey, but they're not a cop.
Yeah, they took their cop badges off.
Yeah,
it
was personal.
Yeah.
Nothing personnel.
I'm not a cop tonight.
And then just the credits roll at the end, and we don't know if there's any consequences. But we can find out, Joseph.
on Lethal Weapon 3.
which we are going to watch at some point.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I love the old 80s movies because they're just so fucking ridiculous, you know?
I'm curious if we're gonna do that with the movies we're watching now. Like,
What do you mean?
like in 20 years, and we're like, wow, well, it'd be, what? It's more than 20 years.
30.
This might almost 40.
40.
Holy shit.
Well, I guess Lethal Weapon 3 or Lethal Weapon
Mid-80s.
2 came out 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say
Well, anyways,
it was 89.
Like watching those like the movies watching now in like 30 years and just thinking that they're just ridiculous.
Dude, imagine how cheesy Thanos is gonna look.
Oh yeah.
Well,
like,
yo, who's this big purple dude? Just like,
well,
it's
if you've
like you
even
say
seen
that.
Avengers 1, like have you seen
he
some of
looks
the shots?
completely different.
No, I'm just saying, like, look at the background, and a
Like the
lot of it
effects.
is really shit. Like, the effects are bad, and that's, what, 2012?
Yeah, and it looks so
Well, the
good at the
thing is-
time.
But
Like-
at the time, you didn't even notice it, but, like, I've watched a couple clips on YouTube, I'm like, wow, this looks shit.
Well, I mean, if you go far enough back, like in the 80s, before there was like any sort of CGI,
Yeah.
like they're all practical stunts.
Mhm.
Like Jurassic Park, which was in mid 90s, I think. Like it's all practical effects, so it still like holds up, quote unquote, because like there's no just garbage CGI, you
Yeah.
know.
I think what Lethal Weapon loses, though, is just because the way that cinema works now is differently. Like, they talk very slow. Like,
Yeah, but it's not that slow. It's like The Shining slow. We watched The Shining
Yeah.
a few weeks ago, and that movie just, Jesus Christ, moves on like a snail plate space.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's so good.
But you can only watch it during a blizzard.
Yeah.
Joseph
Now you
has
can
this thing.
No. I'm not saying you can only watch
Well-
it during Blizzard. I'm saying it is best watched during a Blizzard.
I think besides...
There's been multiple times where I'm like, I'm gonna watch The Shining, and then you like turn around like in a fucking owl, and you're just like, it's not a blizzard.
Joseph will sniff out someone who will watch The Shining, and then if they want to watch it not in a snowstorm, they'll just be like, no.
Yeah,
doesn't,
watch it again.
doesn't matter if he's like a mile away, he will sprint to them.
Dude, it adds to the ambiance, you know.
Honestly, it didn't really scare me that much.
Dude, we might as well just watch it outside during a blizzard too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like a projector on like
Projector.
a
We all get
snow
like
wall.
nice 0-degree sleeping bags.
No. I'm just gonna pull a Jack Nicholson.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you'll make it out.
I'll say, like, besides, like, the rampant sexism, I think Lethal Weapon holds up. Like, it still looks fine, so there's no, like, shitty effects, like Ghost was saying. Like, it's all practical.
I guess
It's funny. Like, the dialogue's hilarious.
I
Okay,
think
was
it,
it made to be funny?
it definitely falls under
Yeah,
like,
there's supposed
So if you
there
guys-
are like jokes, quote
Right.
unquote. Like it's supposed to be kind of a comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But have you guys seen like The Good Guys? It's basically a revamp of
You're talking about the nice guys.
or Nice Guys.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always get those confused.
Yeah.
Nice Guys. It's basically a revamp of like that, like a buddy cop story.
I mean,
but
yeah,
it's,
the same director.
it's still it's set back in like this I think it's 70s.
That's with The Rock and
No, Ryan
You're
Gosling.
thinking the other guy.
It's
Oh.
Yeah, the other guys. That's with Will Ferrell and Mark
Yeah.
Wahlberg.
Oh, okay.
That's a good movie.
The nice guys with Ryan Gosling and
Yeah.
the guy from.
But
Gladiator.
that
Russell
it
Crowe.
definitely like hits its own genre, right? Where it has like the
Yeah.
one-liners and
But, yeah, it's just like
the worst part about it was when he kills the guy. He kills two guys with a nail gun, and he goes, "Nail them both,"
Yeah.
like completely seriously. And he's only talking to himself.
I know.
There's like,
Well, it's weird too. He's like looking like in Lethal Weapon 2. He has to look at his old VHS tape to like find some evidence. He's just like he's just talking to himself. It's like
Yeah.
this is not necessary at
he's
all.
like my wedding date.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that was a good day. Oh, we're on the boat. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Nobody would actually talk when they're watching.
We
this
can
shit.
see that you're having a good day on the boat.
Yeah.
you don't need to narrate it.
But it's good. I want to watch Lethal Weapon 3 and 4 before we graduate.
There's 4.
There's
Yeah.
four
I
of
thought
them.
there was 3.
No, there's 4 of them.
Yikes.
I have, or at my house we have Lethal Weapon 4 on DVD.
Hell
I don't think I've ever watched it, but I know we have it.
Epic.
Well,
Dude.
the other thing we watched the other night, Joseph, was The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh yeah,
First
Classic.
time you've seen it, and my God, what a
It's
movie!
a good movie.
It's so fucking funny, dude. Oh,
All-star
my God.
cast.
Yeah, honestly, I forgot Kevin Hart was in it.
Yeah.
He just shows up in the middle.
Well,
Yeah.
Seth Rogen?
Seth-
So, yeah, the main cast is
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell, Seth Rogen, Paul Rudd. I don't know who.
I don't know the
Oh
other-
fuck, that is
guy.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
Yeah,
old
young Paul Rudd.
old Paul
You got
Rudd.
Jane Lynch,
Young Paul Rudd.
Well, yeah, but like old, like way back.
Jonah Hill's in it, like really young Jonah Hill.
Like 5-year-old Jonah Hill.
The chick who plays the daughter is also a big actor.
Yeah,
she's in
on-
Two Broke Girls.
Yeah.
And she was also in the Avengers.
In Thor, yeah.
Thor, yeah.
Her name is Kat Dennings, I want to say.
I
Yeah.
have no idea.
And then Jane Lynch, the teacher from like Glee, is his manager. She's
Wait,
in a lot of stuff.
the gym teacher?
Oh yeah. that's
Yeah,
right.
Wow.
yeah. It's got a lot of people. It's
Yeah,
really fucking
but-
funny.
The best scene is the one that like Joseph was telling. Like it was his favorite. Also is like when he's trying on the condoms and
Oh,
then, like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
they don't even have sex, but the daughter walks in. He's like, "You guys are fucking animals."
There's like 8
There's, like,
condoms on the
8.
ground.
He can't figure out how to put them on, so he's breaking them. I love he like blows one up and like tries to stick it on and just like pops on his dick.
And he goes, "This goes over the balls, right?" And then you just hear him yell. You hear the snap and then him yell.
I love this scene
Oh,
too when
funny.
he takes his girlfriend's daughter to the birth
this-
control place.
yeah.
And he's like looking at the models of vaginas. He's
Yeah.
like, how does this work? Like,
Yeah.
God, it's so good. It's like actually kind of wholesome at the end too.
It is. And then there's the dance number.
Yeah, the dance number
Yeah.
at the end, like right after he loses virginity, she's like, "How was that?" And he's like, they start singing
Slides out of
Aquarius.
bed, yeah.
God, it's so good. Oh, man.
The other scene where they're at the club and she's with the drunk girl is fucking hilarious. Like, blow into this. He's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
And it's
and the
just-
breathalyzer.
It's a breathalyzer for her car to
Yeah.
like start it, and she's just so fucking drunk.
And yeah, this in the huge like car accident and shit. What a good movie. If you want to chuckle, give that one a watch.
It is.
What else? Nah, me and Joseph also watched The Dragon Prince season 2 recently. That was pretty good. If you're a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender, I'd recommend that. It's the same creators. And then
Quality show.
I watched. So basically, on Saturday last weekend, I watched 12 hours of Netflix. Because what else am I
I
gonna
can't
do?
believe you're proud of that.
I'm not saying I'm proud of it. I'm saying I did
I
it.
mean, you were sick though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done that for a long time. I used to do that shit in high school all
Were
the
you
time.
sick enough to justify the 12 hours?
I'm gonna say yes. In my heart, I know the answer is no. I'm gonna say yes. I watched The Edge of 17, which is a movie that came out not too long ago. It has Haley Steinfeld in it, who's the chick from Bumblebee that just came out,
Oh yeah,
and Pitch Perfect 2 and 3.
the one who learned how to dive at the end again.
And then Woody Harrelson, who's always a good.
Don't know who he is.
He's the guy. He's like the older guy from Zombieland.
Oh okay.
Funny guy.
The
Anyway,
guy who likes Twinkies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he plays
They're
like
making a
his,
second one.
When
you
did
know
that movie come out? Edge of 17.
I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago. It wasn't. It's pretty recent.
Okay, I was thinking of 17 again.
No, that's the Zac
Oh.
Efron.
Yeah, that's a different
Dude,
movie.
my mom
Yikes.
took me to the
Oh, no,
theater of
it
that
is.
movie.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters too.
It's
I
a
wish
bad
I
movie.
did. Who plays his dad in that? Isn't it like Michael J. Fox, or am I just making that
I
up?
have no
I
idea.
have no idea.
Whatever.
I've
Anyways.
never actually
I would like
seen
to
it.
forget that movie.
If you want a good drama, watch Edge of 17. And if you want to watch a good show, watch Umbrella Academy. Just came out. It's kind of like X-Men, but like a lot darker. And it's pretty good. So there you go. Let's move on to topic number 2. Joseph, you said this topic a long time ago. We've never done it. It's what are some lame superpowers you'd like to have?
Oh, that we'd like to
Okay,
have?
so lame is a bad word. It's a superpower that
Shitty
isn't
superpower.
overly useful, but it's still like
Like,
you know,
comes in handy.
Like
still
you
comes in
couldn't like
handy.
fight crime with it.
you
but-
couldn't,
No,
but it's
it's-
like niche.
It's like a superpower, but like it doesn't really. To call it a superpower is a stretch.
Yeah. So give me some examples, Joseph.
So I guess I guess it's like you can hover like 1 inch off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Only when no one's looking.
Yeah, some of them have caveats like
Yeah.
that. Like you can teleport through walls, but it's only 50% of the time, and you have to go at it at a full sprint. There's some like that. My
That
personal.
would fucking suck.
Yeah.
Dude, drunk Dayton would be all
Want to see a cool trick? Bam! Damn, it didn't work.
I can see-
Okay, let
I
me
can
try it
see
again.
Dayton, like, he's got a girl in his hand, right? And he's like, I'm gonna take you to Paris, baby. They smack in the wall like 4 times in a row. So you promise it'll work this next time. She's got a
You're saying your
fucking bloody
favorite one is-
nose.
I would say like the one I would go with is that you always know the doneness of meat or food. Like I can look at a steak and be like, oh, that's medium well. You look at a bird, or like
Basically, he's got like a Insta-read thermometer in your eyeballs.
yeah, and I can just know like, oh, that chicken's still raw.
Dude,
whatever.
honestly, that'd be so handy. Especially
It would be, but like, other
It's
than
not,
like,
yeah, you can't fight crime knowing how well done the meat is.
it's like
You
yeah,
could
I
make-
could exploit it, but
dude, you'd be the
like,
fucking best chef. On the
not
planet.
necessarily, because I would just know it's overcooked.
You'd be the
I'd-
best sous chef.
I feel like that would also kind of suck because if you're like at a restaurant, you're like, motherfucker, this isn't medium well. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah. And that'd be cool to see, like, if you're like trying to boil water, like how close you are to boiling temperature. If you just like tell like how hot it is and
So
stuff.
he just gets predator vision. That's what I'm hearing.
Does
Yeah.
Predator have infrared?
I think so.
I don't know. I just
It's
know it's
heat.
it's heat vision, isn't it?
Oh, so yeah, I guess it is IR.
Yeah.
yeah, so.
Do you have like the
but it wouldn't
color
be
bar
like.
on the side too?
Dude,
Yeah.
I know what mine would be, just because it would make my job way easier. Because, like, basically all I do is Google things and solve other people's problems, and they've already solved the problem, so I just Google them. So it'd be able to, like, know exactly what I need to Google and get to the right solution page. Like, like imagine that. Like, if
Just
you have
like-
a problem,
So like
you
basically,
immediately know what to Google, and
Know
you get
which
to
stack exchange
the
form
yeah,
to go on.
exactly. the perfect Stack Overflow.
or
Oh
like,
yeah,
or, like-
that's
no, it'd be like you always know what to Google. You press I'm feeling lucky every single
Yeah,
time.
so every time I hit I'm feeling lucky, it solves my fucking problem. I don't have to
Yeah.
go through 3 pages to find the solution.
That'd be super nice, actually.
You think of how good I would be at my job.
Yeah, especially.
And I
when
wouldn't
you
have to do anything. I just have to hit I'm feeling lucky.
Mm-hmm. Well, you still got to do the physical work.
Well, yeah, but still, that's like, I don't know, I feel like that saved me a lot of time.
Probably.
Dude, and you said you
And like
had.
research for like
Yeah, exactly.
papers or anything.
Yeah.
And you can't save the world with it, but it's fucking useful.
Day before the show, you had like 20 of these.
I don't know about
Alright.
20.
What? Give me some.
You said you had
Yeah.
infinite.
Yeah.
Well, I can come up with infinite. Anyone can come up
Rattle
with
off
infinite.
3 right now.
Well, I have 2 on the top of my head without even like thinking.
Ooh.
All right, so first one is the ability to turn off-brand cereal into name-brand cereal,
Turn the water to wine.
but only once it's inside your stomach.
Well, what's
But
the
you
point?
get to taste it though?
Then what's
No,
the fucking
you
point?
get the slightly better nutrients, and you get to pay for cheaper.
Okay, I need to sidebar this for a second. Are you saying that the only difference between off-brand and on-brand is the nutrients? Because I think it's the taste. I think the nutrients are always the same. I think it's the taste is what changes.
I don't know.
Dude,
I don't, know.
I'd
I
be
don't
able.
eat cereal anymore.
I think once you purchase it, you should be able to do it.
Yeah.
And
I'd like to turn water into beer. That'd be fucking awesome. You know how
you
cool
make,
it'd be at
you make
parties?
so much money,
Yeah.
dude.
Just be like, oh, you gotta, and like, if you have, and I could do it backwards. Like, if a cop's like, what's in the water bottle? I'll go, oh, it's water.
Dude, I think that's too OP because you could just make so much fucking money.
Yeah.
You
I guess
literally
it
just
is.
turn on the fucking city tap and you just got money.
Yeah, I get one man
But
brewery.
it's like shit crap.
yeah,
or,
it's
like,
only
not
hams.
cr-
It's only hams.
You know what people buy hams at college, dude? You're still making
Yeah.
bank. You
Dude,
can
yeah.
sell it for a fucking nickel and
All
you
right,
make a
all
profit.
right. Natty Ice.
Oh.
Is that okay?
I don't know. You still have zero production costs.
Smearing off
so.
ice.
Yeah. Ooh. Anyways.
And
what was
Dave,
your-
sorry, does
yeah.
yours only apply to cereal or can be any food product?
Only cereal.
What about like hot dogs, you know?
Then it works in the opposite way. If you buy name brand, then it turns into off brand.
Damn. That would suck.
Quite the caveat. I guess if you don't like hot dogs, then like who
Yeah,
cares?
who cares? Or if it's just like something that he loves, like
Couscous?
hummus and beans. Like the only 2 things he's been eating this week.
Dude, I'm trying to make it the rest of this week without buying food.
Dude, Dayton, how many cans of beans do you have in your possession right now?
8 cans of black beans, 3 cans of kidney beans, and 2 cans of corn.
Dude,
I'm
he's
not-
preparing for the apocalypse.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna make with them yet.
We're gonna make like a
You
chili.
can make a
Maybe.
corn and bean soup is what you're gonna make.
Honestly.
Corn, beans, and water.
So many beans, dude. What was the other one you had?
Oh, you have a 100% win rate on the lottery, but it only applies to winning the lowest denomination possible.
So you get like $1 every time.
Yeah.
But can you go up? Like if like you could
Wait,
get
wait,
actually
wait.
lucky,
You
get,
will
like,
you will
fives.
always
So, like, this-
break even on the lottery, basically. You'll but you'll win every time. You'll never have a losing scratch card.
But whatever
What
you
I'm
pay
saying
for the
is-
scratch card is what you're gonna get.
That's the.
Do you
that's-
have to always get your money back, or can you like go above it?
You're guaranteed at least your money
Yeah.
back.
No, that's too OP.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
Please
just like the lowest denomination.
So
like,
you literally,
winning.
so you don't gain any.
What
money
if you
from it.
could you
But
tell
you could
somebody
make
else?
bets
So
on
you're-
it. You
you're
could make bets.
you're
Be like,
guaranteed-
I bet this scratch off will break even.
Yeah.
No, because you're guaranteed to get the lowest denomination.
It's like
So
a dollar.
you'll never straight up just like not make any money on it,
Yeah.
or like you'll never not have any revenue from it.
I
So
don't
if you
know
buy
what you mean
if you buy a $2 scratch off, then there's like the $1 denomination, right?
Yeah.
So if you buy a 2-1, you'll never get 0, but you could get 1 still.
So you're
So
saying,
you're still
so
losing
you're
money?
like specifically like for scratch offs, whatever's like the lowest amount you could win on that card,
Yeah.
you'll win that.
No, that's like you will always win money from a scratch off.
Oh,
I don't know what
But-
you mean by the lowest denomination.
But it's
the
how much you
lowest
paid for it.
denomination over what you paid.
So
Yeah.
if you
So-
paid $5
so-
for a ticket, you get $5 guaranteed.
You get more than $5 guaranteed.
No, that's just a money racket then.
I don't know what you're saying.
I thought
Because what if I do the Powerball? I'm gonna win that
Scratch
one?
offs.
So it's only for scratch offs.
Yeah.
Dude, your powers straight up suck.
I'm trying to
Shitty superpowers.
I'm
right?
trying to figure it out.
I don't understand what you're saying. Like if I spend $5,
Okay,
I'm gonna
if
get
I
win
buy
six.
a $2 ticket.
Mm-hmm.
You get $2 back.
I get $2
No, this is no.
guaranteed.
You will always win something from your scratch off.
Okay, but it's
Can I get
Okay.
example problems, please,
Yeah.
Professor? Like run me through some
Wait,
examples
I
here.
got it. So if you buy a $5 ticket, but the lowest amount you can win off a $5 scratch off is $1, you get the $1.
That's what I
At
said.
the minimum.
That's what I said. You said I was wrong.
When?
Like 5 minutes ago.
We haven't been talking about this for 5 minutes.
Whatever. 2 minutes ago. That's what I said. Like, with the lowest amount you could win on that scratch card is what you're gonna get.
Not always.
That's
Oh,
what he just said.
that's
no. The thing is, it's not always. It's
You
just-
remove the possibility of losing.
You cannot get nothing.
But I'm still not gonna make money.
Not necessarily.
What
But
do you mean?
you will always win something.
Okay, how about this?
There's
But
no-
your net is never positive. Your net could be even, but it's never positive.
Okay.
but
Let
it's never
me
negative.
ask you this. All right.
I don't
Let's
think
say
that's what he's
spend-
saying. I think what Dayton's saying is there's not a losing card.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will never get a card that says you lost.
Okay.
If you bought a $5 ticket, you'll get at least $1 if that's what it'll give you.
Yeah.
Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 1,000.
Mm-hmm. You
But-
remove the possibility of nothing.
All right. Let
But
me just
you're
run this by you.
Never
all right?
gonna get 0.
Let's say I'm a scratch off manufacturer. All right?
Uh-huh.
I make this scratch card. There are 9 slots on the scratch card. Okay. There are 5 losing and 4 winning. Okay.
Yeah, what happens if you buy one that's
Just,
guaranteed to lose?
just let me talk. So if the person scratches on one of the 4 first, they win money. Okay. The options of winning are $5, $10, $20, and $50.
How much it cost?
$5. Okay.
That's not a good scratch off.
I'm just using it as an example. Okay.
All right.
If you
guys
buy this
continue.
scratch off,
I'm gonna
okay,
get a second beer.
You can't lose.
It's one of
right?
those podcasts.
So that's your superpower.
Yeah.
So you're gonna win $5, $10, $20, or $50.
Yeah, except why would the lowest amount of money to win?
That's not the point of my
yes,
question.
yes, it is. See, it's getting to the deeper question beneath that, right? If you buy a $10 scratch off, dude, no way in hell is the lowest amount of money that you can win $10.
I was just using an example, but fine. All right. Let's say you buy 20. The scratch card I described is $20.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 5, 10, 20, 50.
Yep.
So now with your superpower, what are the outcomes?
Oh, I don't know the exact outcomes. Whatever you chose the outcomes to be, except
Well, if you can't
removing
lose-
0.
If you can't lose, so if you buy for 20, you can't lose. So you're gonna get 5, 10, 20, or 50, right?
Yeah.
And that's it. You
Yeah.
won't automatically jump to 20 because you put in 20.
Correct.
Okay, so you just will never lose. You'll always win some money.
Yeah.
But you said the smallest denomination.
At
Well,
least.
at
is
least,
the minimum.
yeah.
Well, yeah. That's
You will never get a $0 scratch off.
yeah.
I've lost interest.
All right, I think we figured it out, Gabe.
Oh,
I think what we need
I got
to
a
do-
second beer. That's what I did.
What we need to do is go to Freedom and buy a bunch of scratch offs and just come back here and analyze them on the podcast.
Dude, I'm not paying money for that garbage.
All right, my superpower I came up with is you always know exactly how the weather is going to behave.
Are you kidding me? That's job security out the butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't be a weatherman. This is for everyday life. You
I
know?
feel like Google Assistant would die. You just like post a blog post. Oh, I guess it's only for your
It's
area.
only for my area. It's only the area I'm
Yeah.
living in, and it's like people.
What if
have
you
to
fly in a
believe me.
plane? What if you fly a plane around the earth
And then
all
you
the
just
time, and
reply,
then you're the
let's just-
weatherman for the entire
Let's
world?
say I have at the time that I can get this information.
What about sampling rate?
Goddamn.
I
At
think
the time
for the
I
next
can
5
get it,
minutes,
I have a
5
10
minutes?
mile.
he will be like, okay, it's gonna at least stay sunny for the next 5 minutes.
Oh, so his vision is only 5 seconds or 5 minutes in the future.
Yes.
No, I think what I was thinking is, let's say I have a 5 mile radius around me. I know the weather in my area for the next 24 hours.
Honestly, that'd be awesome
Constantly.
for driving.
But what's your sampling rate? How often can you pull this thing?
Every second. Once a second.
Dude, driving would be fucking
I essentially
awesome.
always know what the weather's going to be in my area for the next 24 hours. 5 mile radius.
I don't know, dude. I think this whole sampling rate is one time per what every second.
I mean, you can say it's too OP and I can turn it down, but I mean that's what I was thinking.
Please, no.
Because then I always know what to wear. I always know if my car is gonna get buried, which is it's not gonna help me.
The answer's
That's what I
always
do with it.
always, though.
It was nice this weekend though. We didn't get too screwed.
And then we got fucked this week, tonight.
Yeah, tonight it was coming down hard.
Garbage weather.
It'd be nice to know, you know, like if I want to go skiing, am I gonna have good conditions today, or is it gonna suck?
Mm-hmm.
You get 5 miles within boho.
See, yeah, it's not like it's too overpowered. Because I only got a 5 mile radius, but I can, probably get Ripley from here, maybe.
Yeah.
It's within 5 miles.
Yeah.
See, except if you're sampling it every second, and it's for the next 24 hours, then that's indefinite.
Yeah.
So
that's
your
what I'm saying.
your time scale doesn't matter if you're
Yeah, the
sampling every
24
second.
hour thing.
But I'm saying I won't know. Like if I had power right now, I don't know the weather's gonna be like on Sunday, 'cause it's Thursday, or it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Why don't you say you always know the time 24 hours from now?
That's what I said. That's what I meant anyway. But I couldn't tell. Hey Joseph, let's go skiing on Saturday 'cause it's gonna be great. I don't know that yet. I won't know that till Friday.
These powers are so shitty, we can't even explain them.
We just want to get into the details.
We're engineers, Gabe. We got to get into the science.
Oh, no, I know. I understand. Even though I'm not an engineer.
Hey, if things go the way I'm thinking, I might be an engineer either after I graduate. But
That's true.
we might get to that later in the podcast.
If we can figure out these damn superpowers.
Yeah. It's those damn super.
Have you guys thought of any more?
I got one.
All right.
You can understand if a girl likes you. That's it.
Dude, that's not lame.
That's fucking OP as shit.
Okay, I feel like you can make it lame though. Like, how much? Could you like?
But only girls that you're unattracted to.
Oh,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I was thinking it's like you can tell if there's some interest, but you don't know what degree of interest. It could be like,
Yeah.
oh, that guy's cute, or like I'm obsessed, but that's still the same on your little radar.
It's
you know?
either it's a.
I don't know. I still think that's very useful.
You
I'm not
see
saying it's not
greater.
useful,
You
but-
see 0 and greater than 0
Mhm.
is all you can see.
Right.
0 and 1. Those are your two options. But if it's only girls that you're not attracted to,
That would fucking suck.
now when you say not attracted, you mean just like sexually or just as a person?
Like
Yes.
you're just like, oh, I don't like.
Because what if like your best friend, you're not attracted to them sexually, you're his friends, but you still get the radar if they had feelings for you.
I'd say so.
If you're not attracted to them, like I don't know.
But you're attracted to them as a person, just not as a partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting one.
I feel like that would ruin friendships.
I feel like that would. I don't know. I feel like they could either make your confidence super good or really shitty. Like if it was only super gross girls, you're just like, God damn it again.
But do you think? I don't know. I don't think that like. How do I want to word this?
Word it nicely.
No. It's not a nicely kind of. It's not nice or mean. It's like, I don't think that people that you're not attracted to would be any less attracted to you if you were like a 10 out of 10.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I think the baseline will always be there, like sort of like noise, right?
Like if
because
you're
it's
about
like
a
you're
6
not
or a
you're not
7 or
attracted to
whatever.
them. So it can only go up with like your objective attractiveness, I'd call it.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like that would stress me out too much.
Another
that
one.
Power.
You can read people's minds, but only when they're upset or complaining about something.
About you or just about anything?
Just anything.
So you always hear angry thoughts.
You only hear angry thoughts.
That'd be depressing, dude.
That would be.
I don't know.
awful.
That could be good for a psychiatrist, a psychologist,
That's true.
therapist.
But like, that would suck.
I have a tangent I want to ask you guys. Do you think that the world would be a better place or a worse place if everyone could read everyone's minds all the time?
Worse. Way worse.
Yeah.
We lie way too much as people.
Yeah.
And the fact that people have like intrusive thoughts like all the time.
Oh,
It's just like
Intrusive.
Sure.
How?
like thoughts like, oh, you know, when you're driving, just be like, dude, I could totally just veer over right now and just end it all. And
I
it's
could
like,
just run my car into this other car.
and it's not like you want to. It's just like
It's a thought
that's
that comes
a
up.
valid possibility.
You're saying I could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from what I've read, those like people like experience them all the time.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it doesn't matter like what you think. It's like your actions
Yeah.
because that shows like a higher level of like thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It's just part of me thinks it could be better in some ways because people would understand each other more. You know?
I think that it would be an issue as far as like when like if you even mildly upset someone. There's like sometimes where it's like, oh, you did this and I'm like upset at you, but I don't hate you as a person.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know, that thought goes through your head and like someone could read that, that you'd like even like you start to retract your like inner thoughts, you know?
Yeah.
Because you already you can retract like your physical body language and like your physical verbiage. Like if I don't, you know, like someone, I'll just like kind of like close off a little bit, and I still have my mind. But if they can read my mind, I'll just close off my mind too, and then I have no outlet. You know, my inner voice is my place to complain.
Yeah.
You know, or like
Yeah,
my
it's
place
just-
to like worry.
Yeah. And I'm sure you guys are right. Like, it would not go well. It's just, I just wonder if it'd be really bad at the beginning, then it would get better because people would be like, oh, like, now I understand how you really feel, so like we can move off from that. Like we can build something off of that. As
I think that
opposed to
goes
just,
back to people needing to be honest.
Well, yeah, that's what I kind of was getting at. It's like I'm a huge proponent of honesty.
Yeah.
So if everyone was honest all
Nah,
the time,
fuck honesty.
it'd be
Everyone
good,
should
but-
lie.
Honestly, Jacob, I fucking hate you.
Well, it's not even that people lie. People just don't tell the whole truth.
Yeah.
People just don't open up about things,
That is
which
true.
is fine. That's your prerogative. But I personally, think honesty is the best policy. Like I don't think I have any secrets that you guys don't know about.
I do
I
know.
fucking said them on the podcast for crying out loud.
Yeah. I know you got one ball.
Yep. One nut Jake over
Hey,
here.
I
You almost lost in
I almost
tonight.
lost in that today. We were playing broom ball and like 2 sticks sandwiched my dick. Like that was
That's what she said.
so funny.
I
Like
guess maybe that's what he said. I guess.
I've been hit in the balls a lot with a soccer ball. It fucking sucks.
It's the worst
But
pain.
sticks and then like the thing
Don't
was
say it's the worst pain.
It's the worst pain because it's different than any other kind of pain.
as far as our gender is probably the worst.
Just because like you.
Oh, you've had kidney stones.
and appendicitis.
Yeah. that
Don't
is
even
true.
don't even tell me that getting hit in the balls is worse than either.
Honestly,
of those.
Dayton, I wish.
Yeah, what's worse, getting hit in the balls or pissing knives?
Yeah,
It's just-
Honestly,
saying,
I'm
like-
so glad, and I mean this in the best way, that you got it and not me, because your pain tolerance is like 20 times better than mine.
I mean,
Like,
it's not to say you
100%.
won't get appendicitis.
Yeah,
or
true.
kidney stones.
And I'll fucking text Dayton and be like, "How did you survive this?"
Well, the way Gabe eats, will probably get kidney stones.
Yeah.
That is true.
But I remember like when you had to get stitches in your face, and like you said your concussion, and the doctor was like, "Well, I would give you anesthesia, but it would probably hurt more than like giving you stitches." And you just looked at the doctor and you're like, "Let her rip." I was
Did I
like,
actually say let her
you
rip?
said let her rip. And I was like, if that was me, I would be like, "Oh fuck, this is gonna suck." And you just like sat there like fucking like, you know, face tight or whatever, or not. It wasn't that. You actually took it pretty well. But like I was thinking,
I don't
if
remember it even hurting that badly.
if it was me, I probably would have been in
Yeah.
fucking tears.
I want to believe I have a high pain tolerance, but I know I don't.
Dude,
Like,
mine's garbage.
Like the last time, like, I was in a lot of pain was when I had to get some mouth surgery over break. I had to get something removed, and they had to numb my mouth. So they injected the Novocaine like right into my gums.
Mm-hmm.
And when they did it, it hurt pretty bad. I'm like, okay, whatever. Then I went numb, so it was fine. But I was coming out of the numbness, and I just feel this pain just start.
It's
right
like
in
a
that
dial,
spot,
dude.
and then it just
Yeah.
cranks up, and I'm like, pain's all in the mind. Pain's all in the mind. I was just trying to just like not think about it. And I was like taking ibuprofen, like waiting for it to kick in. I'm like, please God. I was trying to tell myself it was just like, it's just pain, you know, it's fine. But it just
when I got my
fucking
wisdom
hurts.
teeth out, I took it like a fucking champ. Like because they put your face like over, like your mouth is covered by a gas mask. But like I like to, when I get shots, I'm weird. I like to see it go in, so I know when the pain's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So like I just looked at it and like, oh, you did good, and I passed out. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
I woke up, I was like pretty coherent, and then I remember like sitting there. I'm like, oh, I'm fine. Like I was thinking clearly. I didn't feel that much pain, but then the fucking anesthesia started to wear off, and like you could just feel it like kind of slowly crank up, and then like by the time I took the pain meds, because they give me ibuprofen and then like heavy shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't need heavy shit. I'm not getting addicted to anything. I'm a man. And then like it started to hit like heavy shit.
Take it away.
And then I had to wait like half or however long it takes to like kick in.
Yeah. The key with oral surgery is to take the pain meds before the
Before,
anesthesia
yeah,
wears
but
off.
I didn't even know. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm a
'Cause
fucking man.
It has to kick in by the time it wears off, and you gotta get ahead of that. or else
Yeah,
you're gonna
and
get screwed.
I had like a good half hour to an hour. I was just fucking in pain, like
Yeah.
writhing pain.
It hurts so bad, dude.
Dude, I tried to knock out the nurse when I was getting my wisdom teeth removed. Like while I was under, I guess like I was laying
You
on my
swinging?
back. I was laying on my back, and I guess like there were like a few times during like the surgery where I was like, I just like punched up above my head, like unrestrained, right? Because I'm not
Yeah.
conscious.
Yeah.
And she had to dodge him like both times. And she told me after this that I'm just like, yeah, I'm real sorry. Like I didn't have any control over that. But can you imagine just getting cold cocked by someone who's literally just unconscious? And dude, I mean, like I was in better shape then than I am now. Like I was lifting like way more and I was way stronger. So like I can only imagine just getting cold cocked by me. Then.
Do you know if you like did it when you sleep? Like, do you move when you sleep at all?
I think I have a few times, yeah.
Okay.
But
You swung at people?
I don't know about swinging.
Are you a sleepwalker?
No, I have sleptwalked before.
Dude, I had a dark phase for a while.
Like an evil face?
Like
No.
emo?
No.
What are you talking about?
That's a weird way to say that, dude.
Dude,
Like-
my sister used to sleep.
Like, I used to sleepwalk and then wake up, and my parents were like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "You were, walking around." Like, one time I was, like, the first time it happened, I was camping. And I was just walking around the campground, completely unaware. And then my mom was like, "You were, like, screaming at 2 a.m.
Oh,
I was, like, 8 at that point. Like,
Have you seen Step Brothers?
yes.
seen most of
But I
it.
don't remember
Bits and
sleepwalking.
pieces.
It's fucking hilarious. They both sleepwalk and they go in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah, they're just fucking with
destroying
shit.
everything. And the parents wake up like, what do we do? They say you're not supposed to wake them up when they're sleepwalking. And they try to wake them up and it just gets worse. And they start destroying
They're just like tearing pillows apart.
They're like pouring mayonnaise in the woman's purse and shit. Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
My
I've
sister
yet to
used
see
to
that movie
sleepwalk.
through.
Oh,
What
she
is
used,
it? Oh, yeah.
my sister used to sleepwalk, and my dad would I don't know, he'd have to get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. My sister would just be standing at the top of the stairs,
Like,
and
fucking
he'd just be
shining,
like,
dude.
"Yeah," I'd be like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, and she would utter some nonsense about I need to do this. And he's like, "What?" And he just turned around and walked around, and he's like, "What the hell?"
Pulls out a knife.
That's when your dad just freaking goes and grabs a 12 gauge. He's like, I don't care if she's my daughter. She's not my daughter now.
Look at the stars, honey.
Her husband, my brother-in-law, has told me sometimes she'll just sit up in the middle of the night and just talk to him.
It's terrifying.
And just say creepy things, just that obviously make no sense, and it's
Dude.
you need to lie back down right now.
That's why people believe in ghosts. I'm convinced.
Dude, I'd just freaking put them in a freaking rear triangle and just...
God.
Dude, I remember I was playing, they ported Yoshi's Island to the Game Boy Advance. Great game.
Okay.
But there's a mini game where you throw this egg, or it's a ball, back and forth to this enemy. Mm-hmm. And you have to, it's basically Guitar Hero. You have to hit the buttons as fast as possible, and then they send it back and forth, and you don't want it to pop. But then I woke up, and I thought I was playing the mini game, and I thought I had the ball, And I like walked to my dad with like my arms outstretched, like I can't. Can you hold this? And my dad's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, It's your turn. I hit the buttons." And he was like, "Go to bed."
Have you had anything like recently, or like do you kind of
Nothing recently, but there was like a good year where I had it really bad. Like I did it probably once every 3 months.
How old are you?
It was, I want to say it was like 8 or 9.
Okay, so you're pretty young.
I was pretty young, but it was super bizarre because I was aware of it happening, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I didn't feel like I had any ability to say what I wanted, or like my logic made no fucking sense. Like I knew
It's like a dream where you can control.
I knew
you're
that
aware
what
of
I
what's
was
going
doing
on.
was a game.
Yeah.
Like especially in that Yoshi's Island thing, like that was a game. But like in my mind, it made sense that I was holding that. I don't know.
The only weird sleep story I can remember is like one time I slept. I don't remember why, but I slept super long where I woke up at night. Like I woke up at like 9 or 10 o'clock, and I went down to the kitchen. Like, where is everybody? Like I was just so confused. And then like my mom came home. Maybe it was like 6 because mom came home from work. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was so out of it, but I don't know. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. And I was like,
I had recurring dreams for a while when I was younger. They definitely went away. But I had some fucking weird ones. Like some that like when they happen a second time, I'd be aware as to where it was leading, you know?
Yeah.
And that just fucks with you. Like you wake up and you're like, you know what happened because like you've had it before, but like at that point it's just like you're sitting on a ride and you know where it's like you know you've seen a movie a second time. You know exactly what's gonna happen, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I used to have one where, so like when I was younger, I used to piss the bed all the time because I wouldn't go to the bathroom before I went to bed. So every time that I would like piss my bed, I would just be like, whatever, I want to still sleep. So that I would climb, like my bed was in the corner, but like diagonally in the corner, so it was like a triangle of space.
oh, yep.
And what I would do is I just grab like some blankets and like a pillow and I just sleep behind my bed, like in that corner. Every time that I slept behind there,
You pissed?
no, I pissed in the bed prior, so my bladder's already empty.
Oh.
But I would
Obviously.
always have this recurring dream of me playing like a 3D Monopoly with portals up in the canopy of trees.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was weird.
Sounds kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Dreams are so fucking weird.
One of me and Dayton's friends started a dream journal recently to try to start lucid dreaming. That sounds weird, man.
I tried. I have lucid dreamt a few times.
Have we talked about this on the podcast?
I feel like we
I
have.
feel like we have.
Yeah.
I feel
Who
like I
cares?
talked about that. I did it before.
Maybe. All I know is that like I was doing it fine, and then I started thinking about it.
Yeah,
like
it collapses.
overthinking about it, and then it just collapsed. Like what I was doing was I was like flying, and then I was like coasting down like this sand dune, and then I was like, whoa, I can control like how I'm flying. Second that I did that, I just hit the sand, just tumbled down, and I was like,
It's because you
Whatever.
suck.
A lame superpower I'd like to have is be able to remember your dreams all the time. Like you have perfect memory when it comes to your
Well,
dreams.
isn't there like studies that say you have like you can remember 1 or 2, but you have like tons. You have like 10
You
or
can-
20 fucking dreams at night.
Yeah, I've heard if you, cause like obviously it's all in your head.
Yeah.
If you like actually dedicate the time to like go over it and like in the morning, like if you concentrate on it enough, you can remember most of your dreams.
Yeah, but you have to
Well,
like
it
write
de-
it down or else you'll still end up
it
forgetting.
depends on when you wake up in your sleep cycle.
That
though.
is true.
If you wake up in the middle of your sleep cycle, you're more likely to remember them because it's like fresh in your mind. It's when you're actually dreaming versus when you're at the end of your cycle, then you're not dreaming anymore. So it's not.
I feel like that makes sense because like during the week I remember my dreams more in comparison to the weekends where like there's no alarm clock, you're just sleeping.
You wake up on your own.
Yeah, your own schedule.
Another lame superpower. You can read animals' minds.
Dude, there'd be nothing.
Dude, I don't know. My
Can you
dog.
imagine
My
what
dog
fucking-
dreams. He'll be like laying down and start like moving his legs and
Sure, it's
stuff.
not just a seizure.
What's going on in there? What's going on there, Tucker? I want to see what's going on.
Yeah, I don't want to see what my guinea pigs are thinking.
Dude, they're just like, where's my next carrot?
Every time I
No,
walk,
talk about how your guinea pigs are fighting.
oh my god, dude, I don't even want to know what Obi's thinking. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He
Well, like,
sucks.
yeah, your guinea pigs have been like, well, one of them has been bullying the other one recently.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really frustrating because like guinea pigs are supposed to be super low maintenance and like there shouldn't be any issues.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, they say get two because it's supposed to be social, but it just boils down to them being bullied or one of them being bullied and put in a corner all day.
Yeah.
Some interesting sociology right there.
What do you mean?
Like the 2-person dynamic.
Yeah.
The two-party dynamic.
It is weird because like they have a whole cage, but like Obi needs literally all of it. Like,
Well, he thinks he does.
yeah, he'll like claim all of it. It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
You should claim all of the frozen portage.
Yeet!
Goodbye.
Drop kick him.
No, I think animals would be cool to read minds though, because like I feel like some dogs are like smarter than they let on. You know, like I feel like it's probably just me.
I feel like it boiled down to just like pure instinct thought. You know,
Yeah.
like that. I feel like there's still not that like humans are much better, but like very primal thoughts is probably the most they can get.
Yeah, I feel like the only interesting ones to read would be like anything in the ape. I don't know what that category is. Like
Dolphins would be interesting.
yeah, that was my other one.
Primates
Dolphins
and
elephants.
Yeah, primates. That's what I was looking for.
Elephants,
Elephants too would be cool.
Well, I don't know, because like my dog, and I'm not trying to like brag or anything, but like he knows when to do things. Like if my dad's gone, he begs my mom way more for treats because he knows like she'll like cave. You know, my dad never caves on it. My mom will always do it if like he's not home and stuff, and he knows exactly like when like dinner is every day, which is that's probably just like
I think that's
I
just
feel like-
conditioned
yeah,
responses.
I think that's just
Like my
classic
pigs are
conditioning.
equally as smart. Like they know when
Smart. With
smart
air
in
quotes.
quotes. When my alarm goes off, they go crazy because they know I feed them before I go to the bathroom and shower. I feed them, so the moment the alarm goes off, they're like going fucking nuts because they know they get food.
Yeah.
It's time to frenzy, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, could be interesting, but got any more lame superpowers, Dayton? You only produced 2.
Okay, well that's because
They're
I've been
very
engaging with you guys. If I was just a recluse, I could come up with these. I could pop these things out like none other.
Dayton, the next episode is just Dayton's lame superpowers. All 50 of them.
Right, I got another one. What if all of your YouTube recommended videos are actually good?
That's good.
Wait, but I want all the Fortnite ones in there.
But I feel like you just be in a black hole of YouTube for the rest of your life then.
The shit that drives me nuts on those type of videos is like, you know, they constantly recommending you shit. And you can see when like mine goes through phases. Like when Smash Bros came out, like my fucking feed was only Ultimate. And then Apex came out. I've been playing a lot of Apex, by the way.
Apex Legends.
Yeah. It's a fun game. Crashes a lot. It's fun.
Free to play, so.
Yeah, it's a fun game. But I've been getting a lot of those. And now I like click on new YouTubers because like, you know, they have Apex content. So I'm like, oh, I'll watch it. But then they start linking shit from 3 years ago from their fucking channel. It's like, I don't give a shit. I want what I want to see the Apex shit. I don't care about your channel.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see what you're looking at. Or if you like watch one and you're like, oh, this wasn't that good, and you watch like 2 minutes of it and you
You
left.
can remove it from your history.
Yeah, you have to you can do 3 icons and then not interested in this channel, like in the bottom right.
Yeah.
But it's just frustrating because it's like, oh, you watched not even a quarter of this video. You must love it. Let me show you the rest of their videos.
Yeah. YouTube algorithm was kind of messed up.
I mean, it's better than like
It
most.
used to be.
Yeah. But it's still not great. I'm not a
I
fan.
mean, it's hard to make it perfect.
Yeah. I mean, their whole algorithm is to keep you watching. You know, they want you to watch as much as possible because they can feed you more ads.
Yep.
I have ad blocker, bitch.
Money.
Doesn't even matter. I'll just watch your content for free.
No one I like to have is I would know before watching like a show or movie if I'm gonna like it or not. So I don't waste time. You know what I'm saying?
So, Rotten Tomatoes, but for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Netflix has they used to have like the 5-star system, right? And now they have this the thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh, really? I didn't know they changed.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like, but it's like tailored to you. So like, if you like will open a thing, it's like 97%
That's right.
match, like for you based on what you've watched. I'm like, this is too ambiguous. All right.
Yeah, I watched one Marvel movie on Netflix, and they're like, here's the rest of our catalog.
Yeah.
Every superhero.
It's
movie
100% match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that they changed that.
It's weird. All of the Marvel shows got canceled on Netflix.
Yeah.
Probably because of
It's the new streaming.
the
service.
Disney streaming service. Yeah. But Marvel also just cut a new deal with Hulu for 4 new shows on Hulu. Doing like Howard the Duck and shit, like a bunch of weird stuff.
I actually saw a job opening for the Disney streaming service for like IT, like network stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's interesting. But then they also do ESPN and like all that garbage. And it's like,
Yeah.
that shit's preloaded on my phone.
You'd have
for
job
Verizon.
security though, man. Disney makes so much goddamn money.
Yeah,
insane.
they're so fucking big. That would be the nice part.
Do you guys think that Disney's becoming a monopoly?
I think they're getting too big,
Yeah.
personally.
I don't know. Part of me is like, it could be bad for like business stuff,
But
but
The only reason that makes me okay with it is they have good shit that comes
that's
out.
what I'm saying. It's like, but
all
they're
the time.
it's not like they're turning out garbage. Like it's pretty most of the time.
But they have so much control over news stations and other stuff like that. That's like, I don't know.
Yeah, but nobody watches ESPN anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it when any company gets that big because I start to get a little.
Well, I mean, they bought Fox, or at least they bought a bunch of Fox stuff, and that didn't get blocked by the courts. So technically, they're not a monopoly yet.
I'm just saying, like, if you look at like the internet companies, like ISPs, it's like what 2-3 companies at almost of it, and it
but
clearly not working
utilities.
But with net neutrality being overrun, it's not a utility technically, right? Isn't that what they said?
It's not. It's a service still.
Yeah, the internet's not a utility, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's so hard to do anything without the internet these days.
Yeah.
Even like jobs for like Domino's or like McDonald's or anything like that.
Well, those especially need the internet.
Yeah. Well, because I remember like first year summer out of college, like I didn't have enough experience for an internship, so I had to like do shit jobs, and like Domino's, McDonald's, it's all online now.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, how do those people who like can't afford that stuff even do that stuff?
Yeah.
Go to a public library.
Right, but you have to pay for that. Oh, I guess if you're a resident, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's in your taxes.
But it's not even just that. Like with like Dayton and Joseph and I, like if we were to work at like an engineering job, just like a random one, we might need the internet that much, but just for communication within the company, like everyone uses like Skype and like instant messengers now. So even just that needs the internet just for
I couldn't
productivity.
I couldn't do my job.
Well, yeah, you're literally in network administration.
Well, I'm not only that, but like
Dude, just build a
troubleshooting.
mesh net.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that's. How would I talk to the rest of the internet?
You don't.
Okay.
Just your own personal.
Yeah, just talk.
You just link all the computers together and they all talk to each other.
But I don't need the internet. Okay. Yeah.
Make an AI that's better than the internet.
Mm-hmm. What he said.
It can't be that difficult.
How would it aggregate knowledge?
That's not the point.
Okay.
It pulls it from the internet. Duh.
I was just gonna say, does it get that from the internet? How does that work?
The AI is smart enough to go around the ISPs.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, as far as the internet, like, literally, like I said, a lot of my job is Googling issues. Like, the base knowledge is always, you need to have the base knowledge, but the rest of it's just like, how to Google this problem and see how people solved it.
Yeah.
People are always willing to help.
I mean, something as basic as like email. Like nobody could do their job without email.
Dude, email sucks.
It sucks, but everybody needs it and uses it.
No, it's super useful, but I'm saying security-wise, don't put anything important in emails. It's so fucking dumb.
I don't know, man. At this point, I feel like everybody's already lost their privacy. Who gives a shit?
Dude, I exclusively email out my social security number.
Good. You're gonna get fucked.
Like, I actually watched, there's a show on Netflix called Patriot Act, which is like a weekly political comedy show, similar to like Last Week Tonight or whatever. But the host did an episode on censorship in China. You know how they have just like the Great Firewall.
And they got that fucking credit system they're doing.
Social credit system.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everything. If you go on the internet in China, you're not leaving. Like the government controls everything you see.
Yeah.
And they're interviewing people, and they're way less concerned about privacy. Like they're like, the government knows everything about me already. I don't give a shit. Like they put everything on everything because like they already assume the government is all up in their stuff anyway.
I think the thing is, like, I personally care about my privacy because, like, I know the capabilities, but the amount of effort that I need to put into having my own privacy is fucking ridiculous.
Well, I just remember when net neutrality was happening, you're like, guys, I'm gonna buy a server for the house. We're gonna put everything on there. It's gonna be all private.
But the thing is, like, my phone is like I'd have to root my phone. I'd have to put a secure version of Android on it, which would not be as useful. I'd have to change my email to a different fucking email server. Like, I'd have to change everything to be private, and it's just so much work that people just aren't willing to put the work in anymore.
Yeah. Well, and it's not like anybody makes it easy to do either. Nobody wants you to do that, so it's
right. But and you get so much convenience out of losing your privacy as much as it comes down to it.
Yeah.
So people don't want to do it anymore.
I mean, there are literally companies built on you not having privacy. Like people
Google?
sell, like Google or just
Google.
At least Google's
I'm
honest
talking
about
like ad
it.
companies where people sell you, like Facebook will sell your data, your information to ad companies so they can sell you targeted ads.
I don't have the Facebook app on my phone, and the Instagram app has.
I've never had the Facebook app.
I use it on the browser on my phone, and same with Twitter. And Instagram has no permissions on my phone. But even then, like every now and then we'll have a conversation, and I'll get an ad for it, which is bullshit because I literally don't have my mic is not allowed on Instagram. Like, and Instagram is the one where I see it the most. Like Google's selling it. It's fucking stupid.
I think, I mean, this is my stance. I think the stance of a lot of people is like nobody gives a shit until something really bad happens. And if it adds to the worst thing, then whatever, you know?
What it comes down to is, like I was saying before, is convenience. Like, if you gain convenience, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because, like, having a phone with you constantly is so fucking convenient. You can do anything on it, but you lose your privacy because, you know, we have Pixels. Fucking tracks your location all the time. It's on a Google account.
But I don't care because it gives me better.
But
better
it'll tell me
services.
if traffic is bad or the weather's bad on the way there. So it's like, oh, that's useful. So it's okay.
That's
Like
where they get you.
Like you guys like will turn your location off when you're not using an app that needs it. Like I keep it on all the time. Like I don't care.
That's just bad battery management.
No, my battery's fine. I make it through the day.
Well, location services now are pretty good where it doesn't scan unless it needs it for something.
Yeah. Well, I have it in the background for like Pokemon Go. Gotta get those eggs.
I don't know.
R.I.P.
I like Google. I trust them for now. You know, if they're Skynet, I don't really care.
I don't have. At least Google's honest with it.
I trust Google more than Facebook.
Google's like, hey.
Facebook is slimy.
Google's like, hey, we'll sell your data. Facebook's like, oh, your data's so protected. And then they fucking sell it. Like,
Well, the worst part is we were kind of talking about this the other day. It's like the problems with all these tech companies is the government cannot write laws fast enough because nobody understands how everything works.
here's the issue.
Everyone in Congress is too old to figure out how fucking technology works.
No, the big issue is the ideal government, right, would have people of representation of multiple fields.
Yeah.
But right now, and like for the last like couple, generations, all it boils down to is, political scientists and people who are going in as career politicians, which is fine. Like that's what you want to do. But they're not even listening to like the scientists or, the sociologists or the psychologists, like those experts.
Because they're not paying them money.
Because they're not lobbying enough.
Yeah.
So they don't give a shit. They give a shit about the people who are giving them money.
Yeah.
It all comes down to money.
It's fucked up.
Like, could you imagine if there's actually a fucking, like, scientist politician? Like, he wasn't a career or he or she was not a career politician. He
Did you
was
just
a
assume
scientist.
their gender?
I said he or she.
I know. But you had to correct yourself.
There.
We live in a non-binary society.
Oh my god. Their pronouns are I don't give a fuck.
God, Jesus. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, I hope things change. I mean, there's a lot of... We don't have to get into politics, but, like, obviously there's a lot of big oil, big pharma, all that shit is funding everything, which skews things, but...
At least tobacco got fucked.
Yeah.
They're kind of on the reins.
People are still smoking, though.
Not nearly as bad in our generation, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting with e-cigs coming out.
That's true.
But I think...
Dude, I remember when Juul first came out, like, it became, like...
It wasn't even that long ago.
No, when they, like, first became, like, popular, and, like, kids started getting it, like, as young as... I don't even know when they started writing the age of when you actually could get one.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember... I think it was some, like, clickbait, like, Snapchat article about the kids suing Juul over getting them addicted to tobacco. And they're like, what? It's like, what the fuck did you expect? Like it's a tobacco product.
They're legally obligated to say this is an addictive chemical, like, at this point.
Well, I think it's the problem is so difficult because a lot of people who like, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of people who vape don't vape with nicotine, right? I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. I think a lot of people do it because there's a lot of different flavors, and it just like after a while becomes like a habit.
Yeah, but there's not necessarily. I think you're right. But I think
It's
they're
not-
not necessarily nicotine in them. People just become addicted to like that sensation.
No, no,
Well, you
no.
can
The
crank
people,
it. Can't you change the
The
amount?
You
people,
can get
the people
different-
who are getting addicted to it are the ones that are using
With-
the nicotine
yeah.
ones.
And I don't, because Juul and vape are slightly different. Where like, Juul is a lot, as I understood, it's a lot less actual vapors.
Mm.
Like, you know, like when you vape, you can like get those fat clouds, you know.
As the kids call them.
Yeah.
I think that's just a function of the wattage.
Yeah, because you can crank it.
Like,
Yeah.
like Juul is like one specified thing, isn't it?
I
I
I mean, this
I
is going
don't.
from 4 dudes who don't
Yeah.
vape,
Yeah.
who have no experience with vaping.
I
so-
know, like, one of the people that I roomed with at the very end of my internship last year had, like, an $80 one, and you could crank the...
wattage.
Was it wattage or
Yeah,
like
voltage?
potency.
Or
It's wattage.
Wattage? Okay, so you could bump it to, like, make it more strong or not,
Yeah.
whatever,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
I don't know, I've tried one once, like, just to, I was like, oh, let's see this. Fuck, it sucks. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah, it's
fun at all. You just...
hot water.
Neither is cigarettes the first time you have them. Then you
It's
just get
hot
addicted to
water
it.
going through your lungs.
It's
Like, yeah, it's
actually garbage.
I will say the one good thing about vaping is that it can help you get off of cigarettes. Like one of our friends used vaping to quit
Yeah,
cigarettes,
but
but now
you-
he's smoking them again, so you know it's whatever.
Not, yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah,
He was
Yeah.
really bad in with Chew, like our first year.
yeah. He said he was gonna quit smoking after he finishes the semester. And I'm like,
Yeah, he said that our
Okay.
first semester.
yeah.
It's hard, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's not easy. So
I was talking to somebody over break. I don't remember who it was. It was my high school friends, but they were like, "Yeah, I just kind of picked up smoking when I'm drinking," which a lot of people do, but it doesn't make it like okay, you know.
Yeah.
I'll stick the fuck on my liver, thanks.
Yeah.
One organ at a time.
Yeah, we'll work on the lungs later.
I feel like tobacco's gotta be out in a few generations, but I mean you're right, Dana. Maybe with e-cigarettes and vaping, it'll come back. But
You know what's super interesting is America would not be around without tobacco. Like,
Oh yeah.
the reason
funded.
that we got enough money to like make America profitable initially was completely tobacco.
Hmm.
That was the main reason that they were able to stay afloat profit wise. They sold it to Europe.
I wonder if the legalization of marijuana will affect nicotine at all. But I don't know.
I think it will,
I mean, it'll affect it. I don't know to what.
but I don't know if people are gonna pick it over the other.
Because the problem is you don't get high when you take nicotine.
You still
do.
get like a buzz.
You get a
You can
buzz.
still work. Let me put it this way. You can still work after.
It's a
smoking
different
nicotine.
high, but
Yeah.
you definitely get a nicotine buzz.
Yeah, but you can still like people take smoke breaks at work all the fucking time. You know, it's
Yeah.
like people are taking fucking breaks to
It's a stimulant.
smoke weed.
Yeah.
Well, maybe at like pizza joints.
Yeah. I'm gonna say.
Dude, I'm confident that every middle manager on the planet smokes, dude. Because that's my experience. Every job I've worked, the middle manager smokes.
Big thing for
constantly.
me is not only like the addiction, it's just how much it fucking costs.
yeah.
Like, I drink a decent amount. I've slowed down a lot this semester because I was like, wow, this is costing.
Wow, my wallet is
Yeah,
thin.
my wallet's getting thinner. But like, smoking is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like what, $6 for one now? Like
For a
like one pack?
Yeah.
$6 or $7? I don't know.
People, what, pack a day?
And
is
some people
pretty
can do that a
standard.
day. That's $6 a day. Like, I try to spend no money at least like 3 days a week, which is just $6 a day. That's
Yeah.
fucking insane.
That
That's
adds up.
$42 a week.
Well, we don't want to shame you if you are a smoker, but if you're not, don't start.
listen to our pod.
Just don't start smoking. That's how they get you. All right. Well, that's our show. Kind of a meandering one, but I liked it. You know, we got some good combos in there. Throw in a comment on what lame superpowers you could think of.
What vape you got?
What Juul you have. Again, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at EWF Podcast. And we're on Spotify, SoundCloud, and iTunes. Just search Engineers Without Filters. Thanks for listening, guys, and we will see you next week.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.